All we know is that at this time they divide into the races of mermen distinct. The most pivotal and fundamental event that explains two changes is the Oblivion. Followers of Oblivion, in response, swallowed the Trinimag, sprinted the deep, Prince Malachi in his place, turning all Trinimag's followers into professional warriors. Oblivion was then successful.
Hello? I heard about how you helped the guard drag the Daedra back. Well done. The Emperor is dead. Who are you? What do you really want with me? Yes, I'm a priest. You'll need a priest. I don't think I'll be much help to you. I'm having trouble understanding the gods right now. If all this is part of a divine plan, I'm not sure I want to have anything to do with it. If you came to me for help, you're more of a fool than you look. Look around. What good is a priest? Emperor Uriel Septon? You think the Emperor is my father? No, you must have the wrong man. I am a priest of Akatosh. My father was a farmer. You spoke to the Emperor before he died, and he told you to find me? I don't know. It's strange. I think you might actually be telling the truth. What does this mean? What do you want from me? You destroyed the Oblivion Gate, they say. You gave them hope. You helped them drive the Daedra back. Yes. I'll come with you to Wayland Priory and hear what Joffrey has to say. Lead on.
I'm just lucky to be alive.
Culture drives, long-lived climate plans remain steadfast in their devotion to fundamentals and devotion. Linked below is a video that explains...
I'm angry. I want to stay angry. That anger keeps me.
I can't fix it. I have to straighten it from nothing.
It's the smell, really.
Second great event that we have a rough time estimated is that about 1,000 years prior to the beginning of the First Era is when the first migrations from the northern land of Mora occurred. According to archaeologists who study the earliest known humans and Cyrano, waves of men, both settlers and traders, would venture across the Sea of Ghosts and arrive at the northern Tamriel. These humans would eventually become known as Needs or Needy and spread throughout Tamriel. However, the elves were quite superior in terms of sorcery and intellect, and in many of the places they settled, they were soon dominated by the races of Mer. Two of the foremost examples are the Needy people of Cyrano, who were enslaved and subjugated by the wild elves, also better known as the Tailors, and also the Needy people of Hyrok would become subject to a caste system with the Durrani elves at the top. The Durrani elves would breed Needy people, sometimes willingly, most commonly compelled or coerced, and as a result of this, the Breton race would then half-breed. Now one must consider the sheer scope of time periods gone by. 1,500 years has gone by without men appearing in Tamriel. Before that, there were the elves, and before them, the beast folk. Though it is unknown how long this point, the elves would have showed up a few hundred years after the adamantine tower was constructed, perhaps it would be 500 or 700 years after. But I will wager that the elves would live in Tamriel for at least 700 to 800 years before men began arriving. Likely, even more. But regardless, without
I'm listening.
dates,
Please, go ahead.
No. So in total, there's about 4,450 years of recorded history at the time of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, and that's broken down into 4 eras. Preceding that is roughly another 2,500 years of the Morandic era, totaling 6,950 years since the Adamantine Tower was created. 6,950 years ago in our timeline takes you back to 4,931 BC, a time before the Bronze Age, a time before even the potter's wheel was invented. Whereas the Elder Scrolls universe on Tamriel, structures such as the White Gold Tower were being built by the inhabited elves. Anyways, that point of digression was just to give you the grand sense of scope here in the Elder Scrolls timeline. The Berethic era itself is 2,500 years, which may seem rather small because of the lack of recorded history, but it's definitely not. So let's take it back to time, 1,000 years before the beginning of the first era, the first Neolithic peoples have settled Tamriel and have been enslaved or subjugated by the various elven peoples. However, of course, there are also those which are perfectly free. Some styles are dominated by
Hello.
available by the Osman. Elsewhere, by the Khajiit, Black Marsh by the Argonians, and the Bell may mix of eating
How are you?
goblins, and essentially it's just a desert land for people who wants it. Hyrule is ruled by the Tyranian elves, Skyrim by the Snow Elves, also known as the Falmer, Cyrodiil by the Aelids, and Morrowind, then known as Resdane, is contested by the Karma tribes and the colonies. So what changes? How do we get to the land of Tamriel, dominated by the races of man in more contemporary eras? Well, arguably one of the greatest and pivotal characters in history happened. His name is Isgramor. Isgramor took a mighty colonization fleet from the northern human lands of Atmora and
What is it, a citizen?
Head, the very most northern tip at Sahar's coast. They arrive at this frigid land and build the first Nordic city on Tamriel, Sartha. You may be familiar with this place. It's one of the first locations you go to in the College of Winterhold Westland in Skyrim. Isgramor is actually considered the first human historian as he develops a brilliant transcription of Nordic speech based on Elvish principles. That's right, elves and men actually got along for a while, but then a fateful night known as the Night of Tears would occur. The exact reasons for this event are unknown, lost in time, but what essentially happened was that the Falmer, the Snow Elves, came down upon the city of Sarthal and violently slaughtered every single Atmoran settler. Only Isgramor and his two sons escaped. It was initially speculated that the Snow Elves feared the Atmorans were a population.
I'm sorry, but all the dead bodies that I left behind, it just makes me chuckle, or I guess laugh. Reminds me of Halo, when I used to play co-op, and people would get lost, we just tell each other, "This found dead bodies," will lead you to where we need to go. Unless we backtrack, of course.
These actions were fighting back, and Isgramor and his two sons managed to settle into Atmora, rally an army of 500 companions, and return. Now, according to Codlap Whitemane, the recent Harvard group of companions, he says that the companions are nearly 5,000 years old, which places the events of Isgramor's return sometime roughly around 500 years before the First Era begins. So, in a short time, Isgramor and his companions come back for revenge, slaughter every snow elf they could see on Skyrim, and even Solstheim defeating the snow prince. They expanded to all parts of the land, and to the desperate snow elves who wished to escape the slaughter made a deal with the dweller in their underground cities, and accepted a cruel deal in desperation, a deal that would result in a mutation into the wild Falmer that you know today. So the good old Nords set up shop pretty much everywhere, bringing their culture and religion, specifically a certain cult that grew quite powerful. This organization was the Dragon Cult, and the Dragon Priests gained more and more power, becoming more and more tyrannical. Eventually, the Nords under the Iron Fist of the Dragons and their Dragon Priests were pushed too far, and so they retaliated. This was known as the Dragon Wars, and thousands upon thousands were killed, but eventually, with the help of Parthenax and Divine, the Nords were able to turn the tides, banish elements of the future, and eventually win the war. The Dragon Cult then essentially
Its scent is
that
unfamiliar.
half of the undead priests still in their barrows. So in short, the forces we know only arrived in Tamriel about 500 years before the First Era, which puts all the Dragon War events between then and the First Era. So to recap the scale of time, a little bit of my interpretation, 2,500 years before the first
Hi, thanks for joining. Feel free to let me know if you beat Oblivion before in the chat, or this is personally, I never beat Oblivion even though I played a lot of times. But yeah, thanks for joining, I appreciate it. Right now I'm just going to find a armor. I gotta repair my sword. It's really low. Actually, the last video I got almost, well, I did get demolished by dead red forces, those soldiers. Damn, they killed me multiple times, and I realized after that my armor and sword was very low. Actually, a couple of my armor broke. But yeah. There we go, I get hammering tongues. No, buddy, why'd you leave? I wish they'd at least say something. Like, when I'll join other people's streams and they wouldn't communicate with me directly, even though I was the only one there, it was like whatever, but it did feel cool when they speak to me directly, but anywho, yeah.
The adamantine tower was built, and for about 500 years, as an estimate, I imagine it was only dominated by the Aboriginal beast folk. About 2,000 years before the first era, the first elves from Almaris.
Greetings, Imperial brother.
And then began spreading all over Tamriel, constructing, changing, rebuilding. And then, about 1,000 years before the first era, came waves of men from Mora who would separate, becoming the leading peoples of Tamriel. 500 years before the era, came the Admorums, what we call the Proto-Gods. And finally, the era, the natural historical date, the settlement they found the Cameron available. Don't worry, that's not all there is to the Moranthic era. You have the general scheme of things, an idea of time, but there are some events that don't really have an exact place, mainly because of the lack of historical dates. So, for example, we know that the Etala, the Shetterine, the mysterious man, the important hero known as Eleanor Whitestrake, roams the land of Tamriel, gathering armies, conquering lands, ruling and then abandoning things.
It's probably locked already. Let me look for the hotel. Shit. Actually, look up if there's a mod to use the escape button, because it's crazy how Daggerfall, Morrowind, they both use the escape button, but Oblivion doesn't.
How are you?
Not bad.
Good news from Kvatch for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
Ah,
Tidings,
safe
citizens.
travels.
Good day.
1,000 years before the first era, or later. Another important event to consider that
What
has
is
made
it?
is the war on the
Don't be shy. Join us and do well by doing good.
Elves, and the Hunding manifests as an avatar called the Agna.
Marg Gromona runs a fine establishment at the Two Sisters Lodge, and her sister has some quality horses.
The Morathic era is the time of elf dominance in Tamriel and presumably
Farewell.
as well. But towards the
No,
end of the Morathic
it's
era,
you.
it needs to change, and it gives
What
way
can I
to
do
the
for you?
races of man on both Tamriel and Yakuta.
I don't trust you.
This time and era of history is
Goodbye.
hard to document, and it's likely that I've missed many smaller events all throughout.
I'm Elsie Godhater. Yes, I hate the gods, all gods. They can all bite my garters. And if you don't like it, you can bite my garters too.
But hopefully this video has been successful in explaining to you the general gist of
Ask me what I think about chapels, praying, the nine divines. Go ahead, ask
how
me.
ancient this era really is. I sometimes wonder if it truly
The gods don't do a damn thing. Do they even exist? How could anyone tell?
effect.
Daedra Lords, sure. They exist. They do things. Bad things mostly, but things you can see. The gods, they don't do a damn thing. So why do we build big chapels and sit around and mumble and ask them to save us from this and that? It's stupid. And chapels and priests and folks groveling on their knees, they're stupid too. He's a raving lunatic. I'm assuming you're asking because he's done something strange. Like what? Oh, like shouting obscenities at you? Or wearing only fur for an entire year? Or waiting outside your house every morning? Not that you'll get anyone else in town to admit it. Oh, he's harmless. We're used to him. Harmless. Ha! One day he'll snap. Then watch out.
That's funny.
Take care.
So, I looked into it. She's not a mod character. She's a real character from the vanilla gang. That's pretty interesting to think about, or an interesting fact to mull over, I guess. I don't know. She's just so outrageous. I mean, but I guess that's why people love Elder Scrolls, right? All the vast dynamic range of characters and lore and all that.
The Battle of Troy with gods and demigods and tragic heroes,
Hello.
whereas as far as archaeology and history is concerned, it was Troy, there is evidence it was destroyed. I know in the Elder Scrolls world, sure, there is actual magic and gods, but still, there is great room for
Welcome to the Westweald Inn. I'm Irina Girannis, the proprietor. If you'd like food or a bed, speak to me.
Please give a like and subscribe for more videos like this. I would be down to try and do
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members.
Creation stories, so perhaps you would be better served watching the complete guide to God's video linked in the description. Then again, perhaps I could try
I don't
to
trust you enough to
discuss
talk about
creation
that.
stories into a general chronological time frame. We'll see. Let me know if you guys would like
I
to
have a
see it.
lovely room on the
Explain
corner
it. Don't
if you're
forget,
interested.
there are the 4
It's
errors
20
which
gold
was
for a night.
explained in the description below.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be quite satisfied. Go upstairs and look for the door on the right at the end of the hall. Sleep well. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
A mystery where you can look up monsters before you encounter them. It was planned to include this in-game, but it
Goodbye.
ended up being in the manual.
Can I help
instead.
you?
A potion maker to create your own potions with.
Oh, whoa, that sucks. What the hell?
Can I help you?
What is it?
Oh, wow. Well, that sucks.
Hi.
Oh, it's you.
Hello.
If I were in the Mages Guild, I think I'd study mysticism. Druzha was telling me a bit about it, and it sounds interesting.
I wouldn't
I don't know
mind
if
learning a bit about
there's some issues
mysticism.
like this, but-
Seems like a useful skill.
Leave me
We can
alone.
check something pretty quickly. What am I checking? What am I checking? Oh yeah, everything seems to be. Oh crap!
Greetings.
Good evening.
Hello. May the wind be on your back.
A little bird told me that you've been asking around town about Glarther, a resident eccentric. I'd like to know why.
Whoa, that worked. No way. This guy's always here. Awesome. I just was come back here because it's
A little bird told me that you've been asking around town about...
This is the first area where I started using load order, yeah, everything like that, and yeah, anywho, so awesome. Okay, cool.
Ingredients. Yeah, the crafting systems are alive and well in Daggerfall. In-game notification icons will show if you're using a spell. Yeah, they're held up here in the top left of your screen and under water levels.
May the wind be on your back.
Sections of
Go ahead,
dungeons
please.
which contain slaughterfish and drift, but they aren't really
You too.
underwater levels.
Don't be shy.
Now, that is a lot.
If you're looking to join up, you should speak with Velena Daunton in Cornwall, Azan in Andon, or Burj Grokrush in Chainmail. Bye. Don't be shy. If you're interested. Take care.
Hail. Welcome to the Westweald Inn. I don't... Everybody... I have a lovely room on the... Excellent. Go upstairs and look for the door on the right at the end. Take
I
care.
guess I just have to wait since I know that individual will come speak with me. Will speak with me. So I'll just stay here and wait a bit. I'm watching the video anyway, so yeah.
Hi there.
A little bird told me that you've been asking around town about Glarther, a resident eccentric. I'd like to know why. Fine. Play it that way. Let me give you some friendly advice. Glarther is crazy. Maybe harmless crazy, maybe not. Don't get involved with him. If he asks you to do anything strange, you come see me first. Got it? Or any of the town guard. Let us handle it.
How are you?
I've been better.
How about that?
Safe travels.
Farewell.
So that's interesting. Okay, I'll fess up. I wanted to take it in a bit because I was saving notes just in case I have a file with all these modding and everything like that. I save whatever helped me just in case I need to refer back to it in the future.
This, which just goes to show how damn impressive Daggerfall is. This game
Today's
came out
your
in
lucky day,
1996.
so let's hear it.
Gamers can't come up these claims today if they were anybody else who says.
Hello. What can I do? That Elsie God-hater sure has a chip on her shoulder. Great with a blade, but she really holds a grudge against the church. What do people do here? In town, shopkeepers, smiths, priests, the usual. fighters and mages guild. The rest are farmers or herders. Wines are a Skingrad specialty, and the Surly and Tamika vineyards are famous all over Cyrodiil.
In their heads, they were already thinking of
Bye.
What can I do for you? I don't trust you. Take care.
So give me a quick second, everyone. I'm gonna go check something really quickly. My cat needs water, so I'm gonna go give him quick water. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. I keep pushing my action key on my mouse because of a Daggerfall.
games as grand as Oblivion or Skyrim, but sadly for them, the technology simply wasn't there yet. Over in the art department, lead artists Mark Jones and Louise Sandoval began working on concept art. The artworks and renders were used for the official Daggerfall website. Jones also created the Daggerfall logo, together with in-game characters and textures, while Sandoval would help with the hand-drawn characters and create the cover artwork. Jones was created the sprites from
Hello.
models.
It's you.
The SNES, but Peterson and LaFay were skeptical, instead asking for them to be half-drawn like an arena, as they feared them looking too origami-like. Not deterred by this comment, Jones secretly prepared to surrender sprites. When you showed them to LaFay and Peterson, they were amazed and allowed them to proceed with the renderings. Even so, a great deal of the sprites were already drawn by hand, resulting in Daggerfall having a mix of rendered and hand-drawn graphics. Mark Jones described his impression of Daggerfall's art style as mixed, but not surprising due to the fact that over 2 years of development,
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it.
artists remained in Bethesda, with high employee turnover meaning that 20 different artists worked on Daggerfall. Every now and then, Bethesda presented a new promotional box cover for Daggerfall. Let's be honest here, box art from the 90s definitely had a unique feel to it. I'm not saying this doesn't look sick, because it does, but could you imagine Skyrim being designed like this? The first artwork was given to Computer Game World for the January 1995 issue, followed by the cover art in the CES cinematic, with another cover for the Interactive Entertainment issue 19, as well as a cover used in an interactive demo, then changing away from this blue cover to this black cover that itself had a variant where the Underking had full hair and one where the hair is more wretched, and in the final cover finally getting a new border, while the UK got its own cover. This may seem like a lot, but as a graphic designer, let me tell you that this
Not so loud.
is actually
What a headache I've got. I'm Agnes the Smith. The Pickled, they call me. Sure wish I was pickled right now. Gaston Cirilli and his brother David own one of the finest vineyards in all of Cyrodiil. Some words should be... Well, the local wine is great. It isn't cheap. But I don't bother with beer or ale anymore. And for a Nord, that's saying something. What can I interest you in? Let me take a look at what you've got. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? Not so loud. I'm pretty handy. What needs to be fixed?
Hold on.
Can I interest you in some of my wares? Not smart to carry around.
I feel like I find fur gauntlets pretty often. I'll leave this at 67 screw it. Say, oh, don't even go. Screw it.
Well, the local wine is... Be seeing you.
No longer was it metal music being the spawn of the devil. This time it was those goddamn video games. The result was the ESRP rating system, which would later be a cause of concern for publishers, but highlighted it may affect sales. Of course, GTA and Call of Duty later disproved this theory, but in the 90s it was a legitimate concern, and Daggerfall was not able to escape these new rules. As an anecdote, Ted Peterson mentioned the rating system in a later interview. I got a questionnaire for Daggerfall, which was obviously made for much of smaller games. It asked questions like, is there nudity in this
Can't
game?
you see that I'm
Yes. Is there
I'm your
bullshit?
real helper.
Yes. Can an innocent person be killed? Yes. Can there be a reward for killing an innocent person? Also, yes. Needless to say, we got slapped for the worst rated for a game. And later, Lieberman listed us as being one of the top 10 worst corruptors of children. Of course, I'm sure that sold a few units. Thanks again to Frank Schwab and Moritz Ernst Jacob for their work in gathering together all of that information. Back to Daggerfall's actual release, and it literally improved on every single aspect of the first game. Better graphics, sound.
Shoot someone the wrong way. Oh, dang it. It's fine, I'll just jump off. I guess I just wanted to check that out. Wait, what saved 2? That's not right. Okay, bro.
What is it now?
I want to do that because of him. In case his script was just up. I'm still thinking about the saves. That's I was like at 25, 28. Maybe a mod does that on purpose. I actually don't like that. I prefer it. But I was just looking into it. I'm one of those people who I do like it. I was going the wrong way, I think. But okay, maybe it wasn't. I think I forgot though. The map's inaccurate. Maybe I'm just I'm allowed fast travels because of the whole. Well, I'm a bit bummed. I don't understand what happened to the saves. It's strange. Well, it's mods for you, right? At least for me.
Help? You must help. They're killing everyone at Waynon Priory. I don't know. I think they're right behind me. Prior Mabarel is dead. I was in the sheepfold when they attacked. I heard the prior talking to someone. Looked around the corner to see who it was. They looked like travelers, ordinary. Suddenly weapons appeared in their hands, and they cut the prior down before he could move. They saw me watching, and I ran. I don't know. In the chapel, praying, I think. You must help us!
You are weak, like the god you pray to.
Akatosh bless you.
God's blood that came out of nowhere. Have you seen Grandmaster Joffrey? Quick! He may need our help.
Your timing is excellent. I'll take the one on the left. You're back. Thank Talos. They attacked without warning. I was praying in the chapel when I heard Prior Mabarel shout. I had just time to arm myself. The Amulet of Kings. I fear that was the target of this attack. I kept it in a secret room in Waynon House. We need to go see if it is safe. We'll go together, but I fear the worst.
Do you think there are any more of those assassins about? I'm with you.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I don't think I have time to do what I do in Crouch, so I'll just play it really quickly.
I fear the enemy came here for the Amulet of Kings. Your timing is excellent.
What's the plan? I do not fear death.
You're back. They attacked the we will. I fear the enemy came here for the Amulet of Kings.
Cool, he's right this time. Awesome.
Hello there. Hello.
They've taken it! The Amulet of Kings is gone! The enemy has defeated us at every turn! So it has not all gone against us. Thank Talos for that. We gained Uriel's heir and lost the Amulet of Kings. Martin cannot stay. We have driven them off, but they will be back once they learn of Martin's survival. Which they will. Nowhere is truly safe against the power arrayed against us. But we must play for time, at least. Cloud Ruler Temple, I think. The hidden fortress of the Blades in the mountains near Bruma. A few men can hold it against an army. We should leave at once. Cloud Ruler Temple was built long ago by the founders of the Blades, back in the days of Raymond Cyrodiil. It is high in the mountains near Bruma. Our ancient fortress, sanctuary, refuge of last resort. Martin will be as safe there as anyone. With the amulet taken by the enemy, we must get Martin to safety at Cloud Ruler Temple. We should get moving. I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Greetings.
Who would have thought that Cortez was the good guy? What the- Must be one of those trails. Let's go check it out really quickly. Oh, cool. Some of them lead to actual places. That's actually. Oh. One right there for right now.
Greetings.
Hey, thanks for joining. Let me know if you played this game before. It's my first time playing it modded. So far it's been, although tedious and a lot of headache, it's been worth it. They took off, oh no. I talk to them, I don't talk to them. Oh well.
Controls, RPG mechanics, you name it. Think of Arena as the beta for Daggerfall. Daggerfall being the true realization of the Fate's brainchild. Whenever you talk to a developer who's just created the first in a series and then immediately goes on to start the sequel, you will often hear, now we know how to make a game. Comparatively to Daggerfall, Arena was clunky, difficult to control, had a severe lack of customizability. And while it technically gave you access to the entirety of Tanya, your options of actual things to do there were limited. Without the same deadline pressures of Arena, the Famous team were able to take a full 2 years of development. By using the assets already made for Arena combined with the X engine, they were able to jump straight into the game design, upgrading their procedural generation algorithms to generate miles upon miles of terrain, and combining that algorithm with a set of pre-made city and dungeon tiles to create all of the locations the player can visit. It's truly a marvel what this small team could accomplish. With an option for a simple UI and built-in mouse lock, a relatively unusual inclusion in an RPG for the time, Daggerfall is the first game in the Elder Scrolls series that controls like a modern game, making it still playable today, even for newer gamers. Its 90-plus page manual makes clear that Daggerfall wasn't simply a cash grab on success of Arena, but instead a huge leap forward to create a breathtaking world. This manual covers just the basics the devs thought you should know before playing the game, and even then, it barely scratches the surface. Unlike Arena though, an in-game tutorial of sorts is included, making this manual more of a handy guide for those who want to delve deeper into the game's lore. And there's all of it here, even including the family trees of the key royal families around the Iliad Bay. Marketing stamps it as the biggest world ever made, and for an impressively long time, this was true. while we'll cover why the compact world of the sequels moved in the right direction in hindsight, it is still wondrous to be able to travel for miles on a map the size of the United Kingdom. 88,745 square miles, in fact. Cities are a realistic size, not simple approximations. They house thousands of NPCs with multiple guild options, split into temples, knightly orders, mages guilds, and so forth. So large was Bethesda's ambition that gaming journalists at the time were worried about the effects such a lengthy development may have, with concerns of user creep due to its absolutely colossal 2-year development. Bethesda would never make gamers wait that long again, right? Right. Titanfall was so large that it became Bethesda's first game to be exclusively pressed to CD, with not a single floppy disk version in sight. Although they did send many a floppy disk patch out, because it's Bethesda, guys, the initial release was marred by bugs and glitches galore, and only perpetuate the stereotype that they were later too infamous for. No, of course they didn't fix the bug. The game at first glance does look similar to a...
Wow, that's really... just wow. Wait, unless I... Oh, must have been a trail.
But the graphics are now in full polygonal 3D, albeit with flat sprites. This means the player can take advantage of 360 degrees of verticality, and it's used to its full potential here, making dungeons far bigger and labyrinthian than they honestly have any right to be. But we'll talk more about all that later on. Before the theme of Morrowind and its subsequent mainstream sequels, Arena and especially Daggerfall were like these secret gems that only hardcore CRPG fans knew about. The reverence for Daggerfall was almost unmatched compared to other RPGs released in the mid to late 90s. And that's for good reason. Compared to its competitors, it had introduced such revolutionary life simulator and fantasy RPG mechanics.
They're actually really cool, I love that. It looks like kids going through... oh. Is this part of Vermont? Must be part of a mod.
take hold in any of the series to this day, with rivals like Baldur's Gate or Fallout only offering a smidge of the depth that Daggerfall had. Julian Lefay, go on to call it his most difficult project ever, and he says it nearly killed him. Ted Peterson also stated as much in his own interviews. Their efforts do not go unnoticed though. The Elder Scrolls Chapter 2 Daggerfall is a massive achievement for 1996. Some say it was too ambitious, and they are absolutely right. The technology just wasn't there yet. But even with this fact, the game makes up for it in so many other ways. Select your home province, a term now so enamored by Elder Scrolls fans that they will argue for hours to spend one race against another, why one has better politics or abilities and others are nothing more than pompous beings or farm equipment to be exploited. While the law had not yet been so strongly divisive between the select races, they are all here in the world of Tamriel for you to choose, except for the Imperials, who do not have a race of their own quite yet, not until Morrowind anyway. Oh, you also can't play as the Orcs either, but their role in this game will be integral to the story, so they are at least still represented, just not by the player. Before this, however, we have the game's openness, following
Yes,
your
sire.
fitting.
This is the Emperor's son, Martin Septim.
My lord, welcome to Cloud Ruler Temple. We've not had the honor of an emperor's visit in many years.
Ah, well, thank you.
Come, your blades are waiting to greet you. Plague. Dark times are upon us. The Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son of Uriel Septim.
Hail, Dragonborn! Hail!
Your Highness, the blades are at your command. You will be safe here until you can take up your throne.
Joffrey, all of you, I know you all expect me to be Emperor. I'm not used to giving... I hope I prove myself worthy of your loyalty in the coming day.
Well then, thank you, Martin. We'd all best get back to our duties, eh, Captain?
Not much of a speech, was it? Didn't seem to bother them, though. The blade saluting me and hailing me as Martin Septim. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I know I would be dead by now if it weren't for you. Thank you. But everyone expects me to suddenly know what to do, how to behave. They want an emperor to tell them what to do, and I haven't the faintest idea. Of course, the Amulet of Kings. So I, can take it to the Temple of the One and light the dragon fires, and stop the Oblivion invasion. The Emperor? That's an idea that will take some getting used to. In any case, we need the amulet first. Maybe Joffrey will know where to start. Something has changed to make these stable portals to Oblivion possible. Joffrey believes that the death of the Emperor and the darkening of the Dragonfires is the key. All practitioners of Daedric magic are familiar with the almost impenetrable barrier between our world and Oblivion. What the Emperor told you implies that the amulet is the key to the preservation of that barrier. What I saw at Kavach. Everything I know about Daedric magic says that such stable portals are impossible. Yet those gates to Oblivion existed. The old rules no longer apply. Kvatch is only the beginning of what Mehrunes Dagon will do. If the amulet is truly the key to restoring the barriers between our world and Oblivion, you must waste no time in recovering it. I haven't always been a priest. In my youth, I followed a different path. I know more than I want to about the seductive power of Daedric magic. Let's just leave it at that. Don't worry about me, my friend. I know I'm in good hands. Good evening, sir.
Sir.
Grandmaster, is this...
Yes, Cyrus. This is the Emperor's son, Martin Septim.
My lord, welcome to Cloud Ruler Temple. We have not had the honor of an emperor's visit in many years.
Ah, well, thank you. The honor is mine.
Come, your blades are waiting to greet you. Blades, dark times are upon us. The Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son of Uriel Septim. Your Highness, the blades are at your command. You will be safe here until you can take up your throne.
Joffrey, all of you, I know you all expect me to be Emperor. I'll do my best. But this is all new to me. I'm not used to giving speeches, but I wanted you to know that I appreciate your welcome here. I hope I prove myself worthy of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Well then, thank you, Martin. We'd all best get back to our duties, eh, Captain?
Not much of a speech, was it? Didn't seem to bother them, though. The blades saluting me and hailing me as mud. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I know I would be dead by now if it weren't for you. But everyone expects they want an emperor to tell them what to do. Of course. The emperor? That's... In any case... Something has changed to make these stable. Joffrey believes all practitioners of Daedric magic. What the Emperor, what I saw at Kava, yet those gates. If the amulet is truly the key to restore, I haven't always been a priest. In my youth, I know more than I want to. Don't worry about me, my friend. I know I'm in good hands.
Sir.
Alright, so at least I fixed the subtitle issue. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but the way it went forward gave no time for one to read the subtitles. That mod I just downloaded helps with that. I will, once I'm done with, I'm not planning on downloading any other mods. The only ones I'm downloading from now on are just ones that I probably need to make the game run smoother or more smoothly. Once I'm done with that, for the most part, I'll post them up this on the first episode and also the episode where I actually posted. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. For right now, I'm going to stop right here. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Take care and have a great day, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be for you. And yeah, I appreciate it. Take care.